Hey everybody, this is Fully Off and welcome to another episode of Minecraft on the Just Vanilla server. Right, we finished building the Blaze farm the other day and it works really well, but at the time I didn't have a very good sword and my plan was to go away and get myself a decent sword, but I've not had to, and I need to thank Treeborn Mint for that. So thank you very much, Treeborn Mint, who's made me a really good sword. It's a diamond scimitar sword, sharpness 5, unbreaking 3, looting 3, sweeping edge 3, mending, and it is awesome. So thank you very much for that, Trevor. I really do appreciate it. So what I'm going to do to start this episode is just get myself a few more levels. I've already got loads of levels from this place anyway, and I've repaired everything up. I've made myself a few more axes because I want to do something today with my chopper. Stop it. And so I needed to repair that. I also lost a decent bow, and because you can't have infinity and mending on the same bow anymore now, I seem to break my bows and forget that they're almost broken, and then they break and I have to make another one. But it's easy enough with my fish farm. So I've got myself a couple of bows. And at the moment, I've got the Power 5 Punch 2 Unbreaking 3 Infinity Bow. I want to put Flame on it. And at the moment, the only Flame bow I have has got Curse of Vanishing on it. So I'm probably going to go back to my fish farm later on to see if I can get another Flame bow that doesn't have Curse of Vanishing on it. So the main project for today is to build myself a little oak wood farm, because I'm fed up of having to plant trees all over my island and then run about chopping them down, or having to go off somewhere else to chop trees down when I need a bit of wood. So I'm going to make myself a little oak wood. It's not going to do every tree. I don't need every tree. I just need wood. So oak will be fine. So I'll make myself a little oak farm, probably over by the Skelly Grinder or somewhere close, so there's a ready supply of bones. But anyway, that's what I wanted to do. So anyway, thanks again, Treeball. Really do appreciate it. And let's whiz off back over to the overworld. So I think we'll stick it in here. So just to let you know where we are, there's the slime chunk, the slime farm. There's the spider farm over there, the spider spawner. Just there is the Skelly farm, so don't have too far to go to get bones. So what I'm going to do, I'll stick a bit of dirt down in the corner here somewhere that you plant your tree on, and when it grows, the observer block's going to detect that it's grown and push the wood over that way in front of a big wall of pistons. And when the wall of wood reaches this end, it's going to push it all out one. And that'll keep pushing it out until it gets out to about here, which is the push limit of the pistons, which should be fine. So I'm going to lob down all of the pistons along this back wall and probably start getting the mechanism working. I might go through the mechanism with you online while I'm building. Maybe I'll do that. I've not done much redstone building on camera recently because I'm still not convinced you guys like me doing it. But anyway, enough's enough. I'm going to stick a load of pistons along the back wall, and then we'll have a look at seeing if we can get some kind of mechanism going. Okay, so I've got my wall of pistons in, and I've got my main pistons that are going to be pushing the trees once they're grown over the face of these pistons, and I'm going to need a bit of dirt just here, and then I'm going to need a dispenser there, and then an observer on here. That's going to detect when the tree grows. This is why I can't have it. I don't want it to be, and I didn't need it to be, any other wood. But this particular design will only work with oak, because oak trees are the only ones that will grow next to something that is above too high, I believe. Anything else needs a bit more of space to grow into, whereas oak doesn't, which is why I'm going to be using oak. And then I'm going to need a block off the back of that. Then I need a monostable circuit kind of thing. Pulse shortener. Whatever you want to call it. Just there. Like that. So now every time something grows in front of this... you didn't see it. Every time something grows in front of this... Oh, hang on. Oh, it's... Go on, Frills. You redstone expert. Every time something grows in front of this... Brilliant. Probably going to need that to be... No, I do need that to be a 1 tick pulse, because it needs to push the block up and then drag it back down again. Instead of me messing about like an idiot trying to show you how to do this, maybe I should just do it, shouldn't I? If I put that there... Oh, where's my jump boost when I need it? My jump boost is there. It's just there. And it's not quite enough to get me over into this corner. Did it get me high enough? Maybe. Right, so hopefully now, if I grow something in front of... no, it won't work. Come on. Cutting corners. Right, now hopefully, if I grow something in front of this... Brilliant. Did they all fire? Didn't see whether they all fired. They did. They all fired. Fantastic. So that's it. That's pretty much job done. Let me grab a couple of bones and a sapling. So eventually I'm going to get this hooked up, this dispenser hooked up to fire out bone meal. But for the purposes of me testing this, if I stick an oak sapling down there, you've got to imagine now this is going to be firing out bone meal. Brilliant. Fabulous. Working like a charm. Right, now I want to be able to get rid of these leaves as well. So what I think I'm going to do is extend these pistons out a little bit in order to break some leaves. And I'm probably going to stick... I've left this gap here because I want to stick some up there as well to get these leaves. So if they need to come out... Well, the pistons need to come out to about here. I'm just sticking another couple down, see how far the leaves come out. Alright, so they only seem to come out a few, don't they? So I could probably get away with having... pistons to here. You think? Oh, come on. Having pistons to here. And the same on this side. And if we have those up to the top, up the same height as these pistons on this side, then that should, in theory, break all of the leaves, and that should give me back enough saplings to just AFK here without having to worry about droppers and things and the like. Okay, I'm loving this design at the moment. Let me just put the rest of the pistons in and we'll have a look at it in a second. Okay, I've had to change it slightly to get these in to work properly. I've had to move them from the back of these pistons and put them up here, and then run a line of redstone across the top of these blocks. But I'm hoping that will work. So if we stick a block there now... Brilliant. They all fire. Fabulous. So I need to somehow extend that around here. I wish I'd got my jump. Wish I got my jump boost. I'm missing it. I'm missing it already. Right, so I've got them all in now. I've got the lines of blocks in at the back and the redstone. Hopefully that it's going to make it work. Let's just pop round and show you what I've done. So we've got as I said, we've got observer blocks there. They're facing down. The ones on that side are facing upwards because the power comes from there into the bottom, which activates the bottom observer, which activates that observer, which activates that observer, and then it comes round here and then activates that observer, which activates that, and then activates the one at the bottom. So it comes up that side and then the power goes down that side. But it should power all of the pistons. So if I run around the front here again and plant a tree, don't know if I'm going to have enough. Don't know whether I'm going to have enough bone meal to do this, because it does seem to take quite a bit of bone meal. But if I plant a tree there, now we're going to have loads of leaves grow up the back, but that'll be sorted out when I put some blocks up the back. If I grow this one, brilliant. So it's broken all of them. It hasn't broken those two. Have I not put any blocks? Have I not put any pistons up there? I thought I had. That's interesting. I thought I put pistons up there. See, all of these won't grow here anyway later because I'll have blocks in the way. Oh, look at that. I don't have any pistons here. We'll remedy that then, it says. I love parkour. Just enough. There. Right, we're going to do this once more. Once more with feeling. Everybody. Positions, please. Can we do it with 20 bits of bone meal? The answer is no, sir. Brilliant. Brilliant. So once all the back's all sorted out, then those leaves won't grow there anyway. And the only greaves that are going to low are the ones over the front. And they should be broken. I might not even need those there. I'll do a bit of testing. If I don't need these here, then I may as well get rid of them. But if I do need them there, then I won't get rid of them. But we'll see. There's no point in having them there if the leaves don't grow that far out, and I don't believe they do. So I might be able to save myself a bit of room and get rid of those leaves there. Right, what we need to do now is work out the little mechanism over here that is going to fire the... Oh, I've got a wrong pick as well. That's it. It's going to fire all of these pistons when these get over here. And I could use observers and I could, try and be clever, but there's a really easy way of doing it. And that's just to use a redstone torch. And a repeater. Really old school. So if we put a redstone torch there, as soon as those blocks come over the top of that, this repeater is going to light up. Because it does. That's how it works. That's how repeaters work. See if I can show you. There you go. And that will activate an observer. Just there. Which is going to activate all of this dust. And then we'll do the same. We'll put another... I need my jump. I hate not having jump when I'm building. Where is it? There it is. Right, quickly. So if we have that like that, bit of dust. That like that, bit of dust. Running all the way down here. And then we extend that all the way down here. Give it a go now, shall we? So once I remove that block, all of those pistons should fire. Brilliant. Or is that not so brilliant? Maybe I've got those pistons. I've got the pistons at the back one too far. Yeah, I can see what I've done. Well done, Frills. You're an absolute genius. Genius. Yeah, those pistons don't need to be there. Alright, so I'm going to tidy this up a little bit now. Now we know we've got the basics working of it. Yeah, I'm going to tidy this. I'm sorry, I'm thinking when I should be talking, thinking and talking. I can't do it. So I'm going to tidy this up, get rid of those pistons here, because clearly we don't need them. And when you come back, we'll have a working farm. Woohoo! Okay, before I pretty it up too much, I need to stick in two last things. I need to stick in a dead man's switch, so that it's only going when I'm stood in front of it, and I'm going to do that using a pressure plate. And I also need to stick in a couple of droppers, a couple of hoppers and a chest, so I can fill it up with bone meal. So if I put that there like that, put a chest there and a chest there. Now when I fill it up with bone meal, in theory, brilliant, should start filling up the dispenser. Excellent. So that's that. I need to stick, I'm going to stick a couple of stairs above that as well, so you can't see it, or you can't see through it. So if I put that there, I can't put that there, can you? Can you put that there? You can't put that there, can you? You know that as well, you idiot. That sort of thing. That way, when we stand at the front, you won't be able to see anything through the back. And obviously, with all the blocks being there as well, there aren't going to be any leaves growing. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll need to stick the mechanism underneath, don't I? So let me just do a bit of digging. Going to need that block of dirt. Where do I want to stand? If I stand here, if I stand there, that should allow me to catch all of the leaves when they come down. So if we have a bit of dust there and a comparator, we're going to do some kind of fast comparator switch, clock, using a repeater. Just like that, and then put that in subtract mode. Once there's power to this, it's going to flash quite quickly. So I need to get up there is what I need to do. Need to power a block to keep this running, don't I? So if I put that there, and then is a repeater going to? Repeater's not going to work. That's not going to work. Or is that going to work? You never know. That might work. I need a pressure plate. Pressure plate there. Oh yeah, does work. What a froze. So put that bit of wood back there then, and obviously it'll only work then when I stand in front of it, so it's not continually going. So if I run over there now and stick a sapling down, hang on, before I do, just check everything. Yeah, seems to be okay. Oh yeah, looking very good. And I'm getting saplings back. Fabulous. So it's time for some purification. What I'm going to do to pretty it up a little bit, I was going to use loads of wood. And then it dawned on me that I've run out of bone meal. And then it dawned on me that if I was using wood to make it look pretty, when I go at this with my decent axe, I'm probably going to dig straight through it. So this is all going to have to be stone. Or maybe I'll put a bit of yellow and grey clay in with it to keep it in with the theme. And I need some lighting in here as well, because at the back here, when this wood starts to come forward, this back row is going to be dark pretty much all of the time. So I need some lighting at the back. I'm also going to put some lighting in the ceiling. It's probably going to be sea lanterns, because again I was thinking of using pumpkins, jack-o'-lanterns, but again with a decent with a decent axe, I'll go straight through the pumpkins now easily while I'm trying to chop down the tree. So it's going to have to be either glowstone or sea lanterns, and because I've got sea lanterns coming out of my, well, everywhere, it's probably going to be sea lanterns. So that's what I'm going to do. The next time you see this bad boy, it's all going to be finished, and then we'll give it a proper good going over. We'll fill it up with bone meal. Keep wanting to say oatmeal. We'll fill it up with oatmeal and then see how it goes, see how it's working. I am going to have to put a bit of glass in front of here though, because I am conscious that any slime jumping off of those platforms can land on here and attack me. But anyway, let's get this all purified and then we can have a look at it working. Okay, so there it is. And as with pretty much everything I build, it's not the prettiest thing you'll ever see, but it is functional and it works. And what I'm going to do now, just to finish off the episode, I'm going to do a bit of AFKing with 34 oak saplings. I've filled up the dispenser. Oh, it's filling up. Yeah, it's pretty much filled up. So I've got a full dispenser and half a double stack of bone meal, and I'm going to see how many bits of wood I get out of 34 saplings and see if it's actually efficient, see if I can get my saplings back. There's no point in doing this if I'm not going to get back enough saplings to keep doing this AFK. So I'm going to do that, and then we'll have a count of how many pieces of wood, how many logs we get out of it. So if you want to stick in the comments how many logs you think I'm going to get out of this bit of little AFK session with 34 saplings, then please feel free to do so. And we'll start off and see how far we get. Right, I've just run out of bone meal. So that is a full dispenser and half a double chest of bone meal, and I've still got 29 saplings left in my inventory. So I seem to be getting back as many saplings as I'm planting, which is brilliant. Let me just get rid of this fella to start with. I don't want him jumping on me. That's okay. So I'll start getting rid of some of these, and then we'll have a count up how many I get at the end of it. So at the end of that then, we managed to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stacks and 17 logs, which is fantastic. And that took about I don't know, about 15 minutes. Didn't take very long at all. It did take quite a bit of bone meal, but because of the skelly farm we've got just around the corner, it's really not going to be a big problem. So now I'm never going to be short of wood again. Perfect. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. It's been brilliant having you along. If you have enjoyed the episode, please don't forget to leave it a like, and if you've really loved it, don't forget to subscribe for future videos. This is Frillioth in front of my new tree farm, and I'm out of here.